There are many things that determine our current state of mind in life. We all have something hooked to our life, pulling from beneath. It affects us in a very tragic manner, almost turning our life upside down. Sleep paralysis. It's a rare kind of sleep disorder. Every human goes through it at least once in their lifetime. But there are those few, like me, who go through it like it's part of us, suffering every time we go to sleep. I wanted to share my thoughts on how I fought this demon known as sleep paralysis, so it could give some kind of insight for people out there who are suffering from it. Every night was horrible. I'd go to sleep late because it was just not possible to sleep early, scared to close my eyes. But I have to sleep, and then it happens sometimes after I'm asleep. Something sitting on me, choking and suffocating me. Only my eyes are in control, while all other body parts just don't want to listen. Somehow, I break free, and it almost feels like my soul was restored from being plucked out of my body. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, sleep paralysis, in more scientific terms that I'd like to explain, it's actually during rapid eye movement sleep, the brain has vivid dreams. Like when our body shut off, our brain's still working, it has certain dreams. Well, the muscles of the body are essentially turned off. While sleeping, the muscles are unable to move, so the person won't be able to act out your dreams. Like that's the reason when something happens, our body is still stable even if we're going through a certain dream sequence. And even though we're doing certain activities in the dream, we're not actually doing it outside because our body shut off. But sleep paralysis happens when a person wakes up during the state of REM, rapid eye movement. The person will be conscious, but the body ability to move has been turned off. And therefore, that is one reason I just couldn't. No matter how hard I tried, it wasn't. It's not that I couldn't sleep, it's just that I was afraid. Once I relax after the sleep paralysis attack, I just don't want to go back to sleep. The fear of being unable to move, the fear of something eating away at you, the fear of seeing that dark entity. It's all too much to handle. Many of us who suffer from paralysis, from sleep paralysis, are emotionally disturbed to an extent, and we just don't want to sleep. Most of us who have this aggravated form of sleep paralysis are emotionally disturbed to an extent, and we just don't want to acknowledge it. Throughout the day, we may act all happy and cheerful, but something is there that keeps us down, suppressed negative emotions, and instances in life that have a big impact on us. Sleep disturbances are important correlates of depression. For us people suffering from sleep paralysis, we have it at an aggravated rate. Like negative impulses act strong compared to normal people. These negative impulses lead to making out sleep paralysis disorder even worse. There were times where I'd like to, my mind just can't control itself, and I had to resort to taking pills just to get through one night. We all love to sleep. Every human does. Who doesn't? At the end of the day, every human just wants to go to bed with a smile on their face and sleep in peace. Well, it was the other way around for me. I was afraid, but I wanted to sleep just as much as any normal person. This way, the this disorder, it cannot be completely cured, but I figured out a way to suppress it. And so can many others who are going through it. And to do that, those who actually have this, like myself, are actually gifted to an extent. Because going through something so terrifying as sleep paralysis, we'd want to fight it. And I realized it. I worked towards fighting it. I asked myself, why am I suffering so much? I asked myself again and again. I researched from years to come by to make my health better, but nothing. I just couldn't subdue it. And then someone told me that you must accept it as it's a part of you. Only then can you subdue it. Like a seal. Then finally, I got it. I realized why I couldn't sleep in peace. Always having the night go through this hell called sleep paralysis. Emotional control and acceptance was the key to achieving this. Being someone who doesn't get swayed by emotions is one thing, but when push comes to shove, we need to accept certain things in life. Therefore, I accepted it and held my emotions together. We can only get good at something if we are used to it. It also works the other way around. If you are used to something negative, it can also have a long-lasting negative effect on you. So therefore, if we can accept and control our emotions, I'm not telling you not to feel any kind of emotions. That would only make you less human, but rather limit them, draw a line. When one loses something, it leads to a sense of breakdown, sadness, depression, all these negative emotions. In exchange for these momentary negative emotions, we sacrifice basic human needs such as consumption of food. That's a foolish act, in my book, displayed by us humans. There's no gain from it. Even if we were to deprive ourselves of something precious, we must continue to do what we must do as human beings. Depriving ourselves is just a state of mind. Do what isn't right or what isn't wrong, but what must be done for you. A negative emotion can lead to another negative emotion. But the truth is, a negative emotion persuades to activate a positive. Sometimes beyond. Not all evil intentions lead to evil intentions. They have good intentions to follow. And vice versa. If we don't let it get to us, we win. And before I knew it, I was able to sleep in peace. Good way to control sleep paralysis is meditation. Sleep meditation while listening to white noise. That's the only tip I can give you guys, apart from, realizing and accepting it. This can help in emotional balance. The same kind of emotional balance I was talking about throughout this whole video. Thanks for watching, and I'd like to share something before I end this video. First of all, I'm new to YouTube. This channel has been around for a while. It just had random gaming content be uploaded to it. So I took all of that down and I wish to start on a new slate. Well, it's YouTube, and every time a new content creator comes, he or she must stand out. So therefore, I'm going with a unique approach. I'll be doing gaming videos. Okay, first, listen. I'll be doing gaming videos, but I'll be talking about life, not saying I'll give running commentary over random gameplay of crazy things that happened in my life like many others do. No, that's not what I plan to do. We're going to go about defining life. I'll try and give instances in my life that can help people who've been there just like I have. It's more or less about personality and character development. So everything I say is towards helping people build a better personality. And so if you guys are into such life-changing curves, please stick by, because there's a lot to come. I do have many other ideas as well. gaming is one of my favorite hobbies, and I thought, why not do it in that form?